happy to be back and continues to say wherever they need me to pitch is where I am going to pitch.
Orioles 3, Yankees 3, top of the 8th. Luke Weaver's in the game. And his first game back since hitting the IL. He's already ahead in the count to Ramon Urias, 0-1.
He felt like they pushed him to the limit smartly, and his body just reacted in a positive way every
Foul
time.
ball.
It's been about 2.5 weeks.
Quickly 0-2 on Urias, who is hitless tonight.
The velocity is still there. He was hitting 96 miles an hour in his live batting practice. So his velocity, even in the bullpen, has been about 94, 95. He said, that's where I'm at when I'm fully healthy. So he feels ready to go. Aaron Boone did say probably won't use him on back-to-back nights early on.
Check swing, missed down. Ball 1.
Tell you what, man, they have to be shocked because when he got hurt, we were in what, 4 to 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks, and then he had that PRP, and he thinks that really helped promote the healing. And they've been doing things a little bit differently than perhaps they have in years past, where they completely shut a player down. He continued
1-2 offering.
throughout it. So
Missed down with that changeup again. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Urias.
A little bit sooner than perhaps anticipated.
You know, one of the things that I saw, Meredith, is I was managing, you know, and I was beyond my playing career. A lot of times when pitchers had leg injuries, they would sit them on chairs and have them throw to keep their arm going. And I thought, oh, what a good idea.
2-2. Misses outside with the fastball. It's a full count now on Urias.
He did do 2 up. So Aaron Boone said most likely early on for 3 outs, but if he had to push him to 4 outs or 5 outs, he would consider doing so.
When a guy doesn't pitch for 17 days, you preferably try to give him a little bit of a softer landing, but can't afford to because it's for the game.
Full count delivery. Urias fly ball into right. That's going back at the wall. Leaping gone. Ramon Urias with a leadoff bomb, and the Orioles take the lead in the 8th. Home run number 5 of 2025 for Urias, and it gives the Orioles the lead.
Yeah, just the 5th
in Yankee Stadium.
Of the year by Urias, but it's a big one as it puts the Orioles ahead 4-3. He got ahead of him in 0-2 and then threw in some fastballs and some changeups, and I think he was able to get his timing down, and he got a fastball down, thigh high. And Urias thought, like, it looked like he knew he had it, and it was way out, but that ball just barely got out.
That was a porch job. Here's Cowser.
First pitch to Cowser, splits the plate, strike 1.
Judge almost gets this ball.
Aaron Judge did almost rob it.
He just runs
If he was a little bit over hill, 80
on.
in the stands.
Still, I don't think he could have got that.
Strike 2 on Cowser.
Yeah, the back flip. I mean, he knew that it was a Yankee home run, Yankee Field home run. Luke Weaver a little surprised.
Payoff. Got him.
And down goes Cowser. What I'm amazed with that replay is Judge, the effort and the energy.
Fastball blown by him for the K. 1 out.
That was in the stands, reaching with that same effort and energy for the same fly ball.
It's amazing how bad people want baseball.
I mean, just look at her face and look at Judge, the way he's going after it. And the way she's going after it.
Her arms were a little short too, Michael.
Here's Gary Sanchez, former Yankee. Got a multi-hit game going against his former team. First year with Baltimore. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Gary Sanchez destroys this one to the left. If it's fair, it's gone, but it's foul.
Oh, did he crush that?
Whew. He clobbered it. It was foul. Luke Weaver catches a break. Sanchez in his first season with the O's, after spending 2024 with the Brewers and then 2023 with the Padres. And then was with the Yankees for a long time, and Gary Sanchez was so close of hitting that one out. It just hooked foul.
He's got 2 years where he had 30-plus home runs as a catcher. Cal Rowley's
Fouled
trying
off
to do
himself, 2-2.
that in 80 games.
Unbelievable. And I got a piece of Austin Wells.
Kind of
Inside the
can. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been hit there with a foul ball, but the way they catch now is different.
Gary Sanchez immediately checking in on Wells after he got hit by that foul ball. Payoff. Foul back and got Wells again.
Yankees drop 4-3.
Austin Wells getting abused this at bat.
First game of this 3-game set. Yankees snapped the 6-game losing streak yesterday with a 7-3 victory over the Angels. And now the Orioles, who have been one of the hottest teams in baseball for the last couple of weeks, they lead 4-3.
2-2 again. Outside, and the count is full yet again. Had a full count to Urias, full count now to Sanchez and Kobe Mayo on deck. Full count delivery from Weaver. And he misses down. That's a walk drawn by Gary Sanchez.
For the third time. Hey, Military Appreciation Day is coming. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, June 28th, when the Yankees take on the A's. First 18,000 guests, 21 and older. Receive a Yankees camo shirt, courtesy of Budweiser. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com.
Kind of that green that the Oakland A's.
Here comes the pitching coach for the Yankees.
Close. Yeah. Not Blake going out the top with Weaver. And
Ryan O'Hearn will pinch hit for Kobe Mayo.
Pinch hit for Mayo.
So it looks like they're going to have O'Hearn at first base for the rest of the way.
He has been in a little bit of a slump, but he's an outstanding hitter that uses the whole field extremely well. Uses anywhere from right center to left center. And the change of scenery for him coming from Kansas City going to Baltimore has just been fantastic for his career.
Yeah, quite a find for them. So 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. It's 4-3 O's, top of the 8th inning.
First pitch between Weaver and O'Hearn. Is a strike.
I'm a little surprised that there's no one up.
Changeup that caught the corner, 0-1.
One thing I would not want is Luke Weaver to get in a really long inning here. He's thrown 17 pitches already. His first outing back, you would probably want to keep it under 30.
O'Hearn ground ball, this could be 2. Instead, it gets through the middle for a base hit.
Sanchez stops at second.
See this changeup, that changeup.
Sanchez at second, O'Hearn now at first as he gets a ground ball up the middle for a base hit.
The other way keeps him on that changeup because he doesn't try to pull.
And now here's Dylan Carlson.
Over a 300 hitter for the Orioles.
You know, Joe, the velocity.
Carlson's 0 for 3, struck out twice in the flyout.
2.5 weeks. Sometimes the location's not there. You can see he's so pinpoint with his command. It's not the case so far today.
No, he has not been, and that's. I mean, I think that's typical when you have the layoff. That's why relievers don't like to have too many days off, and if they do, they throw in the bullpen.
First pitch is in there, strike 1.
You can simulate as much as you want, and you can even go.
And Tim Hill warming up in the Yankees' pen.
Here, the importance of every pitch here, and it's just he'll get back on track, and I don't think it will take Luke very long. His location has just been a little off tonight.
0-1.
Now you can see what Boone's
Up and in, Carlson
Vasquez on deck.
retreats away from the play as almost hit him, and the count's tied.
To get Tim Hill in.
Yeah.
Just so that it'll send up Gunnar Henderson.
Luis Vasquez on deck.
No, my guess is he won't. He'll let the Orioles make the move first.
Would you think he'd rather have lefty against Henry?
Well, you're also going to have Holiday too.
1-1.
So
Misses
I
outside
think he's getting
with the
that
changeup.
pitch count that you start to worry.
Mm-hmm. So 2-1.
Two one. Misses down.
3-1.
Change up again. Hasn't been able to locate in the zone. 3 balls and a strike on Carlson. A walk loads the bases. Sanchez second. O'Hearn first. 3-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Fastball right down the pipe at 94 to run the count full.
I send up Henderson for a couple of reasons. That I'm setting up a much better hitter, and number two, I know his numbers don't look great off of lefties this year, but recently Henderson's 8 for 16 off of left-handers. He is not having a problem with him, and he has been
Full count delivery with 2 on, 1 out.
Does not have a batting helmet on.
Fly ball left field.
Left center field.
10th, Grisham makes the catch, 2 outs.
2 outs. So Vasquez is being called back.
And here comes Gunnar Henderson.
In the month of June, he's hitting 377.
Gunner's going to pinch hit for Vasquez, and here comes Aaron Boone out to take out Weaver. It's going to be lefty-lefty between Gunnar and Hill when we come back. 2 on, 2 out for the Orioles. They lead 4-3.
Boone makes the signal. It'll be Hill against Henderson. Yankees down by 1. Orioles have 2 on with 2 outs. And you roll back.
First pitch to Hill and to Gunnar is a sinker in there for strike 1. Tim Hill in 33 games this season, 2.53 ERA and 32 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts to 9 walks, and an opponent batting average of 188. That's a slider up high to tie the count up at 1 to Gunnar.
Manzolino did not have Henderson in the starting lineup. He said he was really dragging yesterday. How to drag him off the field. He said, I know that he only gives 100%. I didn't want him to push it to be in the lineup today.
Gunnar ground ball, but it's foul, first base side, 1-2.
One of the things that I noticed in those games that they were playing in Tampa is a lot of their pitchers were having problems with sweat on their hands and controlling the baseball at times. It would just slip out. So there was a lot
Holiday
of
on deck.
The
leadoff hitter.
Problems at times. It looked really hot.
Payoff from Hill. Gunnar slices one the other way, and the left is going to be down for a base hit. Here comes Sanchez. He'll score. It's 5-3 Orioles. RBI single for Gunnar Henderson.
And the Orioles lead 5-3.
Yeah, he's been really good off the left-handers. He's been really good in the month of June, and really since May. He had that oblique injury in spring training. He just lets this ball get deep, and he just hits it the line drive the other way, and it's in front of Dominguez, and it puts him up 5-3. But he is starting to be the player he was last year. It took him a while to get going.
So now O'Hearn on second, Gunnar at first after the RBI single. Jackson Holiday at the plate. And he takes one up and in for strike 1.
To Jackson Holiday.
For a guy who wasn't going to play, he's had a pretty good night, Jackson Holiday.
2 singles, a run, and a stolen base for Holiday. 0-1. Ground ball, it's going to be in play. Goldschmidt makes the catch. Flow over to Hill, and he wasn't there. Holiday beat it out, but Ryan O'Hearn got caught off guard, and he couldn't get back in time.
What a play. Good heads-up play by Tim Hill looking at the base runner. Was he going?
Jazz tags him.
The good, accurate throw. Quick tag. Third out.
And that'll end the inning. What a wild play at the end of the top of the 8th. Orioles lead 5-3 after they got 2. Bottom of the 8th, Orioles lead 5-3. First pitch to Wells is in there for strike 1. Scott Blewett in another game of work. or another inning of work, I should say.
These last 25 games the Orioles have played, their walk rate in their bullpen.
Scott Blue's been on 3 different teams this year, the Twins and the Braves, and now finds himself on the Orioles. Check swing from Wells, didn't go. Count tied at 1.
Their bullpen has been the 4th best bullpen
Wells, the catcher, batting
in the
8th.
last 25 games, and it would have been the 2nd had it not been for Wednesday night when they gave up 9 of the 27 runs they've given up in 1 game. So their bullpen has been steady.
1-1.
Now,
Misses high.
Blue is in for a second inning.
2 balls and a strike.
The Orioles are short in the pen today. Brian Baker has pitched 3 days in a row. 8, 9, and 9 pitchers. Sir Anthony Dominguez just had a back-to-back as well. So ordinarily we'd see one of those 2 in the 8th
That
inning.
catches the corner. Good pitch from Blewett. 2-2. Has a chance to strike out Wells here.
Wells 1 for 3.
Payoff. Misses high, and the count is full.
On the Yankee catcher. Yankees are down by 2, 5-3, bottom of the 8th. Yankees have left 10 runners on base in the first 7 innings.
Full count delivery from Blewett. Wells goes after the first pitch to left. That's at the track, but making the catch is Carlson. 1 out.
For the first time.
Well, as we look at this last out, you're taught as a pitcher to cover first base after there's a runner on second, immediately turn towards home. And I think someone said something to him, alerted him, and he makes a really good, accurate throw. He sees the save call and he picks up the base runner, or Hearn went too far. Nice job by Jazz Goldie. It looked like he yelled at him, home, 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 or check the runner, and O'Hearn ran into an out.
Here's the 9-hitter, second baseman DJ LeMahieu he hits a topper to Holiday. Throw to first. 2 down.
2 down here in the 8th.
Yeah, you're going to watch Goldie. He's pointing home, and he looks at home first and sees he's not close to home, and then he picks him up at third base, and again, he makes that accurate throw.
Now here's Paul Goldschmidt.
And here is Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored.
2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Leadoff hitter Paul Goldschmidt does not have a hit tonight. And a slider that just misses below the zone for ball 1 to start things off the Goldschmidt. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, what a diving stop by Westberg. Throw to first. Got him. Oh my gosh, Jordan Westberg with back-to-back plays.
Brilliant play from the outfield.
And that one was a diving stop, and he turned and threw it to first quickly and got him by a step. What a play by Jordan Westberg. We head to the 9th inning. Orioles lead by 2. So Holiday's not playing second. It's Westberg. Damn it. Top of the 9th. Tim Hill stays in for another, or no, Ian Hamilton's in.
Hamilton in for the 21st time. Let's see, 24 2/3.
And the leadoff hitter he'll get is Jordan Westberg, who made back-to-back plays the end of the 8th.
Seen in the past. Strikeouts are good.
First pitch. Westberg fouls it off.
Some of the walks.
Westberg fouls off pitch number 1 into the seats. Orioles by 2, 5-3, 9th inning.
0-1. Westberg jam shot, fouled back. Nothing in 2.
Judge and Chisholm. And if anybody gets on, stand.
And now Felix Bautista warming up in the pen.
Bautista, who was 15 of 16 in save opportunities.
And his stuff has started to really,
Payoff from
really
Hamilton.
pick up. Fastball. He hit
Misses
100
outside
over
with the
the
sinker,
first
ball 1.
First couple times. First one he
Westberg does not have a hit tonight.
So I think he got a little, tried to put a little extra against Mike Trout.
Coming back from Tommy John surgery.
Yes.
1-2. Westberg ground ball. It's right to Volpe. Throw to first. 1 out.
1 away.
The interesting thing is early in the season they stayed away from him, trying to go back to back, and now this would be 3 out of 4. They've been
Here's
in a lot of
Ramon
close games.
Laureano to the
Won a
plate.
lot of games lately, so he's
Doesn't have a
been
hit
busy.
tonight. But he got hit by a pitch in the first inning. Scored a run.
Here's Laureano, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning, came around the score 0 for 3. Otherwise,
First pitch. Down. Ball 1.
1-0.
The Yankees will have Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, and Jazz to the plate. Grisham doesn't have a hit tonight. Judge is 3 for 3, and Jazz is 2 for 4. Check swing. Laureano didn't go. 2 balls and no strikes.
Looked like he went from here.
That's in there. Strike 1. Slider that just got the corner.
Quite a matchup. 2 big men.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 on
Pumped the
Laureano.
inside sinker by him at 96 to tie the count up at 2.
And he has some history against Bautista as a home run and has walked 4 times.
Here's the payoff from Hamilton. Struck him out. Chased the slider. 2 down.
Well, stay tuned tonight after the Yankees coverage for the Best of Talking Yanks, presented by your local Ford stores. Get the top talking points from this week in Yankees universe, including John Boy's banter with Aaron Boone. That's tonight after the postgame on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Let's not forget Jake, too. Not just John Boy.
Here's Ramon Urias, who hit the home run that gave the Orioles the lead. He hits a ground ball right back to Hamilton. Flip the goalie, and we head to the bottom of the ninth, where Felix Bautista will get the heart of the Yankees order. He's got a 2-run cushion, but he's got to face Judge. Let's see what happens. Be right back from Yankee Stadium. Bottom of the ninth. Orioles 5, Yankees 3.
Jack Curry and Dave Valley will have highlights and analysis. Meredith Barakovich gets player interviews in the clubhouse. We'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Felix Bautista, the Mountain, will try and close it out. He's got Trent Grisham to lead things off. Bautista in 26 games is 15 for 16 on save opportunities, 2.81 ERA, 25.2 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts to 17 walks, an opponent batting average of 146. He's got 8 straight scoreless outings. Trent Grisham's 0 for 3 tonight. Walked in the first inning and scored a run.
In a few hundred, so he is getting stronger and he is getting better.
First pitch from Bautista. Inside ball 1 on the sinker.
He had Tommy John surgery August of 2023. And if that wasn't enough, then an additional elbow surgery with a debridement and ulnar nerve transposition.
1-0 offering. Misses down and inside. 2 balls and no strikes to start things off.
Thrown a little more sliders this year. Also has tinkered with a cutter.
Hitters count for
I
Grisham.
just feel like when he throws you that slider, he's
2-0.
doing you a favor.
Catches the corner. Strike 1. Painted the sinker.
Velocity's not as good right now. And sometimes when pitchers are behind in the count, they'll take a little bit off. I'm curious to see when Judge gets in there if it jumps up a little bit.
2-1. Grisham fouls it straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Trent Grisham. Grisham's 0 for 3 tonight with a walk and a run scored. He walked in the first inning. Yankees scored the 2 in the first and the Judge home run in the third. That's the offense. Time call before he can release the ball.
Seemed a lot longer than 15 seconds.
Trent Grisham calls time right before he was going to get The 2-2 from the mountain. Payoff from Bautista. Inside, and the count is full. Grisham's worked it to the full count. And he would love to draw a walk for Aaron Judge
Bautista 6'8", 280
to bring him up as the tying run. Full count delivery. Grisham pops it up. Gary Sanchez in foul territory with Urias. It's gonna be off the top of the dugout.
I mean, this is a good guy to have.
Grisham gets an extra life.
That knows the strike zone and the importance of getting on before Aaron Judge to see if you can tie this game up with one swing.
Another 3-2.
Bautista deals.
Grisham fouls it back. Looked like he was a little bit late. Sinker at 99.
Somebody asked Boone if Grisham was part of the group that was pressing. He said, Grisham doesn't do press. He said, he's not a guy who stresses out.
And he said, "Do you ever see him catch a fly ball?"
3-2 again. Grisham hammers that pitch to right. Back at the wall, and the catch is made by Laureano at the track. 1 out.
But not enough to get into the seats.
And now, this is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two big, strong men. Felix Bautista and Aaron Judge. Judge is perfect tonight. 2 singles, a solo shot, and an intentional walk. Bautista looks like he's going to pitch to him. First pitch. Inside, ball 1.
One of the few times that someone was actually bigger than Judge by an inch and 3 pounds.
Bautista 6'8", Judge 6'7". 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew the sinker by him at 99.
Yeah, we look back and see this home run. It looks like a hanging split that he got all over and hit that home run off of Bautista. One of the premier
1-1.
in the game.
Judge shoots it foul first base side. He's now down in the count 1-2.
3 hits tonight. Those are the numbers against Bautista. It's his 11th game with 3 or more hits, tied for the most in the majors with Luis Urias, Brendan Donovan, and Jacob Wilson. Looking for 4.
1 out, bottom of the 9th. Yankees down by a deuce. Nobody on. Love a base runner here. Payoff the Judge. Got him! Sinker. That Judge fouls tip into the glove of Sanchez, and the Yankees are down to their final out.
The great hitters do to pitchers, and then the adrenaline.
And the last hope
that's the first one.
is Jazz.
Triple digits, and the triple digits I saw before were against Mike Trout, knowing that you need a little bit extra against these great hitters.
Jazz is a multi-hit game going. He's 2 for 4.
See the backspin on the ball, stays on plane, doesn't come down. It's hard to catch up to.
There's Chisholm. Yankees down to their final out.
First pitch. In there, strike 1. Jazz has 2 singles. One of them produced an RBI.
When the Yankees were in Baltimore earlier in the season.
No, he did not. No,
There's come back a lot.
Yeah, 8 scoreless innings coming into tonight.
0-1. Taken outside, and the count's tied now. Splitter.
Letting it loose, and finally he feels comfortable.
I mean, and he's been great in close situations. He's 15 for 16.
1-1.
Ground ball. Foul.
1-2.
First base down the first base line, and the Yankees are down to their final strike. Here we go. This is for the win. Felix Bautista looking to blow one by Jazz. Here to end things. For the win. Spiked it. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jazz.
It's about 52 feet. And that was a little short.
Stanton on deck. If you're Bautista, you'd love to take the bat out of his hands. 2-2. Struck him out. Game over. Chase the high sinker, and the Orioles get it done 5-3 in Yankee Stadium. See y'all later. Army out. Peace.